It's a very nice evening. It's one of the first ones we've had in many a day. And this is at the end of May. And the days have been so cold and windy. There's the A143 down there. See a car go past in a minute. There we go. We've had a fair bit of rain as well. The last time I come along here, which was about 3 weeks ago, it was bone dry. I expect a little later on in the walk, it's going to be a bit muddier when we get towards the river. We're coming up now to the road that used to be the main road that runs through Brockdish. And we're crossing that, walking up the road a bit to reach another part of the path. Oop, over that big muddy puddle. Got to be careful here because it's on a bit of a sharp bend. There we go, it's the main road again, A143. See on the signpost. Right, back on the path. Yep, this is a bit right next to the A143. Can't see it through them trees over there. I often see roebuck deer along here, and sometimes I see them before they see me. The noise of the traffic stops them from hearing me, and then all of a sudden they're off. Can't see any tonight. It's a little bit early. I'm usually doing this walk the other way round, so this is usually at the end of the walk, but I've just started really. Look at that tree there, lovely. There goes Barry Sheen. Just to make sure we're on the Angel's Way. I think that was quite in focus. That's a bit better. Alright, well, we're right close to the road now. Alright, just up the end here, there's a farm track. that goes down towards the river. I should be a lot quieter. There we go. Just along here on the left, there's an old broken down, I don't know whether it was a house or a barn. It was probably a barn. All its roof is gone. Probably got burnt down, as you can see. And the farmer has put a CCTV camera on the wall, just there. No doubt try and track any fly tippers dumping stuff. It was just a couple of barns, I suppose. Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, both sides of this path on the verges were awash with wildflowers, blue and yellow ones. All gone now. Just shows you how the season's whipping through. Just a few bits of cow parsley. There you are. Can't hear the traffic at all now. We're 200 yards from the road. It's a little wren. In that, no, is it a wren? No, I think it's a sparrow in that bush. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Just recently, recently, over the last month and a half, I've had so many sparrows and starlings. Where did they come from? When we first moved into our house in February, all we saw were blue tits, gold crests. We had our feeding tables. We've got 2 tables, and we had loads. Well, we still get them, but the starlings and the sparrows have come, stealing all the food. There we are, a little bit mud here. Not too bad, it's still fairly firm underfoot. In these fields here, which is on the other side of the river, there's been cows. About 100 cows. Not there tonight. No. All been taken in. Okay, we carry along here. Well, down there is the River Waveney, and up there is a church. And in between the church and the river, there's cows. Not the usual ones that I see. The usual ones are black and white Friesians. I can't think what they're called. But anyway, that church is the village church for Salem. And to get to that church, there's no bridge here. To get to that church, I've got to walk right down to the mill pond, where the road goes over the bridge and around and back up. I should leave that for another day. If you notice, the church has got a round tower. I read somewhere that Suffolk has 38 churches with round towers at the last count. Oh, and look down there. I don't know whether you can see them just over the... Oh, there's one, just one swan. I should think the other one's about somewhere. Yeah, just at the end of the church path over the road, over the river there. It's quite a significant monument, shall we say. I shan't say too much now. But it's got to be... The monument is not the actual original monument. The monument was put there, the original one was put there 700 years ago. It's been a replica put there in the last 20 years, I think. 21 years, because that's the millennium, that's right, that was the millennium. Yep. But not too much about that now, that's going to come for another video. Usually that swan, if it sees me, it'll scarper up one way or the other. I don't know whether it's got babies anywhere, but I haven't seen them. It's gracefully paddling along. And that church looks wonderful in the sun. It's just nice to, I was going to say nice to sit here, but I'm standing and just listen to the birds. And that's all you can hear, apart from the odd moo from the cows. Okay, I'm a bit further. Okay, over this railway sleeper. It is an old railway sleeper, you can see the holes where the shoes were attached to the rails. Of course, we're not far from the old railway, the railway line that ran through Bungay and Beccles and Harleston, just up the road here, 5 miles up the road. It turned off to go through the Pullums, across the main road, well there wasn't a main road then, onto the main line to Norwich. I would imagine since last winter there's been a lot of trees been blown down. See by that one, look at the angle it is. Look at that, and a lot of them have been cutting up just recently and burning them, as you can see. Now, can I get down here to the river without sinking in the mud? Not really. There's another place just a little further up. Whoops, nearly went over there. Whether they're going to leave them there or not, I don't know. They've mulched some of it up, look. What's that going to be used for? There we go, look, we can get down here. There we are. It's quite a wide river here. One of the widest spots, I think, between Harleston and this. And a little further up, the River Dove joins the River Waveney. The River Dove, another ancient river. Comes up near Yaxley, or the next village down. And that's a small river. But at the end of the river, which is about 2 miles up that way, it's quite wide. There's a legend there that I'm going to investigate. The Dove runs through a village called Hoxton, Hoxone. There's a myth there that not many people know. And of course in 1996, the biggest Roman hoard of coins, treasures, artifacts, bracelets, all that sort of thing, was unearthed by a farmer just southwest of Hoxton, and it's all in the British Museum. I'll do a bit on that as well. Now I'm going to sit on this trunk here just for a few minutes and just wait till I see anything of interest in the wildlife variety. Okay, well I've been sitting here 15 minutes and all I saw was a flying mallard who was too quick for me. So we've seen nothing, so we'll carry on. Not far to go now. Just looking at this tree. It's been there some years, I would have thought. That's the underneath of it, so that's the roots. Oh, gnarled they are. Yeah, it's been cut down some time, that one. As you can see. Okay, up the bank. Still a glorious evening. Somebody else coming along now with his dog. Not very often you meet anybody at this time of day along here, on the odd occasion. Over 2 more railway sleepers. Okay, coming back to civilization now. There's some houses up there, and I'm nearly at the end of the walk. There's a concrete driveway here. That belongs to Anglian Water Authority. Because down there is the water recycling centre for the area. Well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in the countryside or town on the next one.